Do you ever wonder where the memories go? The ones that shape you, break you, define you. Some say time takes them, but not me. Some things I have hidden in my heart, like a voice, soft yet powerful, saying, "Fear not, Mary." Or the way the stars seemed to shimmer more the night he was born. I still hear his laughter, running through the fields as a child, asking the deepest questions, and yet somehow already knowing the answers. I still see him, standing in the temple at 12, speaking like the Ancient of Days. I remember his touch, when he turned water into wine and hearts of stone into faith. I remember the sound of nails, the cry from the cross, and the silence that followed. I remember, and now I tell you his story, not from books, but from a mother's eyes and a disciple's heart. The story I could never forget, because it was never just mine to tell. It was always meant for you. I once held him in my arms. Now he holds the world in his nail-pierced hands. My hands are older now. Time has carved lines on my skin, but it also carves something deeper. Memories, moments, faith. It all began with silence, and then an angel. "Fear not, Mary, you are highly favored." I didn't feel favored. I felt small, young, ordinary, but I believed. I said yes, not knowing that yes would lead through scandal, rejection, and a sword piercing my soul. He grew in me, quietly, perfectly, and on that night in Bethlehem, he entered the world, wrapped not in royalty, but in swaddling cloths, in a manger, in the silence. The world didn't know what had happened, but heaven did, the stars did. The angels sang. I held him that night. His eyes met mine, and I knew. I was looking into eternity. I kissed the face of God, and he cooed like a child. Joseph was by my side, faithful, silent, steady. He bore the mystery with me. We carried it together. Then came Egypt, fleeing in the night with death behind us. But prophecy protected him, and the world wasn't ready yet. Back in Nazareth, life became simple again. Cooking bread, folding cloth, teaching him to walk, to speak. But even in this quiet life, there was his glory. I remember losing him in Jerusalem when he was 12. Frantic, searching, finding him in the temple, teaching the teachers. He looked at me and said, "Did you not know I must be about my Father's business?" And I realized he didn't fully belong to me. He belonged to his Father. That truth, it crushed me and broke something deep within me. But I hid it in my heart. He grew, strong in his hands, kind in his eyes. He made tables and chairs. But I believe he was already building something eternal. Then the day came. He left home. He was baptized. Heaven opened up that day, saying, "This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased." I wept learning this, because now the world would see what I had seen, but it also meant letting go again. His ministry bloomed like an early spring. The blind saw, the lame walked, the dead lived again, and the broken were healed. But not everyone rejoiced. Whispers became accusations. Praise turned into plots. There were days I stood outside wanting to speak with him, and he would say, "Who is my mother? Who are my brothers?" Pointing instead to those who did the will of the Father. It hurt, deeply, but I understood. He was calling me to follow, not as his mother, but as his disciple. So I followed. Even when the crowds left, even when the miracles paused, even when the hatred swelled, and then Gethsemane. Oh, the betrayal, the trial, the sentence. I stood at the foot of that cross, my son, beaten, bloodied, broken, the one I nursed, now pierced. He looked at me, still with love, and said, "Woman, behold your son. To John, behold your mother." Even in death he gave, and then he died. The world turned dark. Creation groaned, and I wept. They took his body down, laid him in my arms. Once again I held him, but this time, lifeless. I kissed his forehead, cold. And I remembered the manger, the angel, the promise. Was this the end? Sabbath came, and silence ruled again. Grief wrapped around me like a cloak. I could not breathe hope anymore. But then, Sunday, the tomb, empty. The stone rolled away. He appeared, alive, glorious, unbreakable. And I knew God's love had won. Later in the upper room, the Spirit fell on us. Tongues of fire, new hearts, a new beginning. And now, oh, the years have passed. I sit here, older, slower, but full, because I have seen with my own eyes. I have known. I have believed. I was his mother, but more than that, I became his follower, and I have hidden these things in my heart, not to keep them locked away, but to preserve them for all of you today, so that you might believe that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of the living God, the one. I held him in my arms. Now he holds me in his grace, and he holds you too, only if you'll let him. You see, this isn't just my story, and it's yours, because he did it for you. He came for you. He died for you. He rose for you. So what will you do with him? Don't let this story be something you simply heard. Let it be something you live. Call out to him. Surrender to him. Follow him. Even if the world rejects you. Even if it costs you everything. Because in losing your life, you'll find it. Let his story live in you. Let his love change you forever. And when you do, hide it in your heart, like I did. From the manger to the cross, to the empty tomb, and beyond. He is Jesus, my son, and your Savior. Now go, don't wait. Follow him.